Alright, guys, welcome back to Planet Coaster. Welcome back to Dogland here, my amazing amusement park we've been working on for weeks and weeks by now. And today, guys, we're going back to the future area. So make sure to leave a lot of likes, leave feedback. I'm starting a brand new theme that is totally new land for me, so to speak. I have to learn my ropes in it. But before we do that, check it out. Yesterday on the live stream, we were talking about all kinds of deep stuff, and on the side, I kind of finished the middle area here of the park. So first of all, we were making this waiting line here for the Venetian carousel ride, which turned out pretty cool, I think, kind of following the theme of the Orangerie Pagoda Winter Garden kind of setup we got going on here, using the steel beams and the brick, kind of a bit of a repeating pattern in this area. We used this style a bit over here and so on, and we brought it into here as well, and I think it turned out really great. The whole theme of this build is overgrowth, combining the hard cold steel with the warmth of nature, if you want to be philosophical about it. And I think that's pretty great. Also to this ride belongs the sign here, Venetian Carousel, and we tried our hands on a little bit of gardening work here, made this little flower bed, and I think that turned out pretty great. And so now the middle section of the park is pretty much done. Last area that needed some filling in was making this path here, leading back to the House of Bones, to our spooky house. And that's the thing now. So we got that moving back there. A little bit of a prop item here and there, to spruce it up. We made this simulated path. It's not actually a path people can walk on. I tried that out. Some people suggested that in the comments, but it's not really a thing. It didn't really work. The path is too wide. But so I simulated this path here with the wooden blocks. So, the nature paths have these wooden dots here going on, and try to do that here, and it turned out pretty great. I think looks nice and natural. Took a long time to make it. It's astonishing how long some of these things take. Also, I was working over here a little bit. I don't know if you can see it, but there's another hour of terraforming I just did in this area here, and now I like it better. Looks more natural and more smooth compared to the area over there. We might have to do a little bit more, maybe throw in some more trees here and stuff. So, but I go back to that project ever so often, whenever before I start recording, put another half hour in and make it look a bit more pretty. Also back here I did some more detailing work, and a slight change to this building. I changed the roof color to a more grayish color. It was this purplish and I didn't like it. It was just too much in your face. Now it's a bit of a more subtle color, and that's cool, I think. Also, I did a little change up here in the building. Added some wood instead of brick, what it was before, and also some more detailing to the building with these brick railings here. And I think that's okay now. I still don't 100% love this building, and eventually I might just rebuild it at some point. I don't know. Or I tinker with it further until I say, okay, now it's cool. It's one of our first buildings, and we definitely learned a lot if you compare it to our newer projects like this, or the House of Bones over here. And we really improved our building skills over time. But it's still cool. It's not that it's ugly, but I think I could do it better nowadays. But who gives? It's there, and we're gonna need to learn to love it. So, future area. This is the designated future area of the park. We made this robot as well in a live stream once, and right now it's in a very sterile, not very aesthetic posture, if you ask me. And That needs some changing. Let's see if we get around to do that today. It's gonna be tricky to move all the different parts of this guy around and make him look a bit more, yeah, a bit more alive. I might have to tinker with that another time. What I want to do today is do some basic groundwork for the theme we want to use for the future area. Of course, we're gonna use these future building elements. I have set up one here in this bridge we want to do, and I also need to decide about the path blocks we're gonna use. And 1 second, I just want to do something here at this curb, and I'm thinking this darkish asphalt glowy stuff works out really well here for the future area. Well, great. Now I finally tried to give a time-lapse a shot, and I recorded and my hard drive ran full halfway through it. So scrap that. I'll try again. Man, me and the time-lapses. But I also already, when I was doing the time-lapse, I felt uncomfortable. It's so weird. I feel pressured to pick out building pieces super quick, and it doesn't flow with me. But I'll you know, don't give up on me yet, guys. So this is what we got so far for the bridge. I got support pillars here using some X-wing wings and building pieces. A bridge leading over here. It's of course not really done yet, but you know, with that we can kind of see in which direction we are going with this whole design. In there we have some light chambers hiding some of the struts that come up from the wings here pretty much. I think they turned out pretty great. And yeah, I had to adjust the coaster here a little bit, but it's still very good rating, over 8.5. So no issues with that. And it's cool how the coaster kind of goes under the bridge now. So yeah, I'm pretty happy with that. And so far so good. I think it's a solid start. And now it needs some more detailing. I'm contemplating how I am gonna get a roof in there that looks halfway decent. I mean, you know, I have all the building pieces laid out over here. Excuse me. So eventually we'll find something that works for the roof. I do think we want to put a roof on there, but there's so many cool building parts, and as I'm not used to building with those, it takes me even longer to select and pick, and so yeah, it's quite difficult for me to build in this new theme. But on the other hand, I think it's quite exciting for you guys, because yeah, we're doing something fresh, something new in the series now, and we're gonna stay in this future theme for a bit. Now my question is, just for the sake of you know, you guys enjoying the series, should I also start working on our classical Wonderland area? Oh, excuse me, man, I have to cough a little bit. At the same time, so you know, you have some change and we work on different parts, or should we stick with this theme now for a while? That's up to you. You let me know what you want, and I'm here to fulfill all your desires. That totally came off wrong. Not all your desires, you know what I mean? Yeah. Don't, yeah, don't go there. Alrighty, I worked on the thing for another while, and yeah, it's starting to get there where I want it. We have this half-curved roof on there now, kind of, yeah, enveloping it and giving a bit of a finishing touch. I think that looks pretty good. It's still a massive kind of bridge, but I think that works out. I use these guys here as reference, and yeah, it will attach to the station building, which will of course also be futuristically themed, and we're gonna go with the grayish color scheme. Of course, you can retexture all of these pieces, so you know, when it comes to variety, we have a lot of things to do. I installed some gun turrets on there. Sadly, they don't really fire. There is laser effects, there is laser beam effects, special effects, electricity, is it here? But yeah, the electric rods actually also seem to be really cool for this theme. Pyrotechnics, is it miscellaneous? Smoke, falling, dry ice. I'm pretty sure there was lasers, confetti, laser. You know, those things could give off laser beams. I mean, we could hide them in here. And can they be on a trigger? No, which is kind of strange. Most other things you can hook up to a trigger, but let's say, you know, we could put that in here, and it would fire off a laser into the distance. I would love if that would fire off on a trigger though, so it kind of fires off some laser rounds at the people that come by in the coaster. But yeah, can't see anything along these lines as of now. There's a bit of a sound effect to it though. That's pretty cool. Yeah, about that. Obviously, a real life laser wouldn't look like that, right? But I think it would give, yeah, another little bit of atmosphere. Laser green, laser impact. How would that look? Okay, like that. Laser red, oil jet. Okay. I think the red lasers would look better though. Let's hook one up here just to get an idea of how it would look. But yeah, I think these laser shots up from the turrets here are pretty okay. Could be a still frame pretty much, you know, the laser just going off at this particular moment in time. Let's see if you can get that in here. Whoop. Camera, what you doing to me? Oh wow, that's quite far off. Something like that maybe. I think it's halfway centered and hidden nicely back in there. Yeah, I think the red lasers would look better for sure. So yeah, I guess I'm gonna hook up those lasers. Man, why can't we make them pulsate though? That's really, really unfortunate. Would be cooler in my opinion. That's really surprising. We can see some people walking over the bridge. Looks pretty cool. We got a radar dish on top, and I already installed some basic cables or tubing. I want to do a little bit more. We definitely need to go into more detail with this build. But yeah, I think the laser cannons should be fine like that, and would look cool. Just add a little bit of more atmosphere in here. And then maybe I'll add some electric grid sparkling and stuff. And then I also probably want to work on over here, make a transition for this whole walkway. Not sure if you walk on the gate we wanted to set up back here, somewhere around here today. I'm a bit, yeah, in love with the details at this bridge at the moment. And, you know, we do what we can. And hopefully it would look great in the end. Okay guys, I've been working on this for too long, maybe, I don't know, I just love the details, can't help it. And oh wow, this thing is actually moving. So yeah, I finished the bridge and I think it's really cool now. Lots of piping added to it and yeah, breaking it up. Looking different from both sides, you know. I made sure it's not like symmetrical when it comes to the piping, and there's piping below as well, giving it a cool look. Inside we have a helmet rig and also a computer installed here, and overall I like it a lot. Now, just for testing purposes, I installed this scanner here, and turns out it's actually a moving piece. I didn't know that. Can it activate? It could be activated on a trigger, but I think we wanted to run most of the time. And I'm just seeing something here. I don't know if I can remove that. I didn't see that it was there. There's grass that needs to be gone. So the thing is actually nicely visible, like that. Okay, let's let it run a little bit. A scanner here. So, you know, people come out here and are under the impression, okay, they're getting kind of scanned now. I think that's pretty cool. Let's scoot it a bit in place. Bring it over a bit further. Maybe like that. Or I want to have it lined like so it actually kind of follows the path a bit. I think that's pretty neat. Okay, let's come in with the terraforming tool again and chisel that stuff out here so it's actually nicely visible. Like that. Of course we will dress it up a bit nicer than with rocks and stuff. That still applies even to the future area, right? Man, that turned out great. I also adjusted the color of our roller coaster here. Red, the orange was definitely temporarily. And I think that looks pretty cool already. If you peek over there, you can see this cool bridge peeking out, man. I'm loving it. This just... Oh man, I'm so hyped for the future theme. Well, you know, the color of the track is kind of adjusted to the piping we got going on, so we have some sort of persistent theme there, because I consider this bridge a part of the roller coaster building for sure. I mean, and even I might resort using some prefabs, actually, or we make our own spaceship. But that thing, it looks pretty dang cool. You have to confess. And also we have this giant intergalactic cannons. They can be activated on a trigger, and I definitely see them kind of sitting on top of this roof here, and then, you know, firing below the coaster, like upwards from here. And I'm feeling maybe I'm so inspired right now. It's just amazing. So as of now, I want to work a little bit further here because I'm having so much fun at the moment, and probably continue this walkway bridge situation up to here. Also, right now, I mean, this thing is free floating, right? I'm pretty sure if we railing on elevated, yes. Path supports. I mean, we definitely need that, right? So the color scheme of it is kind of fixed. It has this orange thing going on, so I'm not sure if I like these. So let's remove the railing maybe, but we definitely wanna keep the path supports kind of in there, at least one. And the concrete flare does fit with our future themed thing for sure. So here, I wonder how the railing looks. Railing on elevated, I think I have to select. Yeah, it's greenish. Well, I guess that ain't the worst. But, you know, this will be probably hidden anyways, but just for now, so nobody falls off. We don't want no security hazards here in the park. There's enough already. Alright, so I'm gonna work on this here a little bit. It's really cool how the laser beams follow the people, kind of scanning them. We're getting all their personal data. Haha. Alright guys, I invested another hour here in creating this walkway, and I think it looks pretty smooth. We have this curvature here, which turned out great. And then we transition into, yeah, kind of this framework here. Bit repeating the pattern of the bridge, but being different enough to not to, yeah, look monotonous and boring. And now, let me quickly turn on the sounds again. I was watching some old Mythbusters episodes on the side. We have this setup here. Of course, the terraforming will again be a lot of work, and I'm totally not done with it yet. But here we see people actually using our new bridge, coming out with all their balloons, full load. I redid a lot of the pathing here, made this a lot more smooth. Not quite sure if I leave it like that, but also widened the path here because this is gonna be some sort of main path. And oh yeah, that is not connected yet. We should quickly do that. Path, waiting queue, we use this. Okay, let's see if it works out. J it down. Can connect to here, hopefully. Yeah, I might have to change that a little bit. Yeah, I want to bring it closer to the building anyways, so let's rip that out. It would connect there, but I don't like it. We can't go this way. Why is that so? It's obstructed. Alright then. Oh, and also, yeah. Wait. We need to use this guy here. What? Obstructed? What's happening? Something strange is happening. Oh, wait. There we go. Path, and then Q this guy. Here we go. So we can't go this way because the track is in the way. Okay, I get that. Let's bring it down a little bit further, and now we go up and over and down. I think that should work. Could even maybe go beneath the setup here. I think that should be pretty cool. Something like that. So later people would come out of the building again. Yeah, but that's probably as close as I can get it there. And I need to do something here. Pass supports and railing on elevated. Right. Hey. Curved slopes, railing on ground path. Let's activate all railings. Don't really get a railing here now. What's going on? Ah, okay. Of course. Just give him a railing for now. Probably changed it in the end. It will be interesting to construct a cool looking building around that thing. It's relatively high, you know, it's elevated high, and we need to keep it, yeah, keep it in balance. Can't be too high. Probably a meter or two above where the coaster takes off. It's dictated, of course, a bit how you know, the coaster track obstructs our building and so on. But yeah, other than that, I'm pretty pleased with our first results here of the future theme. Let me know what you think about it. I think it turned out pretty great. Also looking forward to building this train station here, also gonna be future themed. And now as I think about it, you know, talking about Back to the Future, I mean, the steam locomotive there kind of fits, you know, if you've seen some of the Back to the Future movies, it might not even be that bad. It might make sense in the end. If you got the reference, let me know. And yeah, and a little issue I'm having with this pathway here. I need to figure out a good way to make curves. Here it worked out. These are a bit of longer pieces, but they are in the ground. So here they would stick out quite a bit. So I need to look through the futuristic pieces here. I copied them a bit closer and come up with a nice yeah, curvage cover-up thingy. But we should be able to do it. And if I look at these pieces, I'm really hyped. I have great ideas. This thing is just awesome. This cannon is great, and I think we can make a really cool first building here. Well, in any case, with another look here on our first futuristic project, I'd say we can call it. I might mess with some more details here and so on. And I see you next time, or maybe in the live stream. If you want to, check it out on DocM77 live on Twitch. The link's in the video description. And make sure to leave a lot of likes. Make sure to leave feedback, ideas, what you want to see here in this future area. And oh yeah, place this guy here. Just looks too cool. Bye guys!